Hey everybody, my name is Queenie and welcome to my channel. I want to introduce myself before we get into these videos, but I'm on here because I just really want to be honest and true with who I am. And I think that's the best thing that anyone can do right now. I have been dealing with some stuff, like some superhuman stuff, some spiritual stuff, and I just want to share my journey through story times, videos, pictures, whatever that may look like. But I really just want to open up with saying I've been a mess for a while. I started a YouTube channel called It's Queenie's World that was doing so good. And I kept not letting people comments knock me down because people was giving me all the praise in the world. Like, I think the whole time I was doing it, I think I only had like 3 negative comments. Like, who really does that? But I was letting people close to me shut me down because they wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Or make me feel bad for my achievements. And I kept thinking, oh, being nice is what you're supposed to do, for the world. This world ain't nice. This world really ain't nice. And it ain't even about being nice or mean or none of that no more. It's about being righteous. And I just had to stand on my 10 toes for real, and really take a look at myself and deal with myself and my shadow work. And that's something a lot of us have not been doing. I've been gifted my entire life being born to the parents that I've been born with, into the family that I was born into, especially on my dad's side. Like, my dad gave me training for what's going on in the world today as soon as I was born. Back in the 70s. I'm a 70s baby. Back in the 70s, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really thankful and grateful for that. Because my father used to set me down in front of TV, like, and honestly, y'all, TV was really my lessons. TV, and which is crazy because it's telling lies to your vision, but through the lies they've been telling, be some truth. You understand what I'm saying? And my father always said it's truth ever since I was a little girl. It's truth hitting inside of movies. I'm talking about 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So as I watched television, I learned some truth before people was even ready. I'm talking about Star Wars, BBC America. BBC America will really give you some facts you ain't gonna be ready for. And I'm just like, okay, MPT, what is it? MPT TV, Maryland Public Television, late at night, they be dropping some truth on there. And plus, I love documentaries. But you just got to know who is your reliable source, because NASA is not a reliable source. And everybody used to go to NASA, go to NASA. And I used to work down the Science Center. There was so much NASA stuff down there. And I'm just looking at this stuff like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father taught me. And back in the day, some books, like, what's the name of them books? What was the name of those books? Encyclopedias. Encyclopedias will give you some stuff you know what I'm saying, you don't be ready for. You like, oh. So if you guys could find some old, not no new stuff, back in the 80s and the 70s encyclopedias and black law dictionaries and old dictionaries, you'll get a better idea of what's really going on in the world. So I just want to share what I know because, okay, quick story time. I was in a lift last night because my mom lived far. I just got into a car accident. You want to see my car accident? It's right here. I'm going to put it right here. I just got into a crazy car accident. So, matter of fact, let's jump into the car accident. Bring me to why I'm not driving right now. and so on and so on. So this is something my father always taught me. Do not, I repeat, 2, 3, 4 times, do not go against your intuition, because that's the real you inside. Do not go against that gut feeling. Do not go against those butterflies in your stomach. Don't do it, because it's a warning sign. And I lied to you not. I'm in my 40s. I'm just keeping 100. I'm in my 40s right now. And every time I went against my gut feeling, something always was wrong, instead of knowing better. So I say that to say this. I was at a job I do not like. I couldn't stand the doctor that I was working for. I couldn't stand her. She was a fucking, am I 5 minutes in? Okay. She got on my goddamn nerves. I couldn't wait to get away from her. But for the past 2 days, I was feeling a little unwell. So the day that I was going to work, that night, something said, don't go to work. Don't go to work. Okay. I woke up. It was snowing. It's like 5:11 when I woke up. 5:11, which is what? Angel numbers. Okay. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go to work. I'm going to go to work because I need the money. Plus, it was payday. So, come on. Who trying to call out on payday for real, for real? And I was getting personal checks. So, then I woke up again. It was 6:11. I was like, oh, man. All right, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to go to work and I'm going to get this money. So, I got up and I was moving sluggishly like, oh, God. So, I got up and I got ready for work. The whole time going to work, I was like, I don't even feel like going to work. Like, I really don't feel good. So I was like, okay, I'm hungry. I felt a little lightheaded. I was like, I'm hungry. I usually don't eat in the morning, but I was fasting for a while. And you got to really put in nutrients and minerals before you even go into a fast. People be trying cold turkey fasts, you will really hurt yourself. And I was really hurting myself because I was going too long. And I wasn't putting the proper minerals. Like that morning, I didn't have anything to drink. And you need something to drink. You need to start your day off with water and Celtic salt or sea salt so you can get the minerals and everything in your organs and everything flowing and getting the feces out your body. But I wasn't. I was dehydrated. I was like, oh, let me just go to Starbucks, get a little egg, something, a little tea. The line was out in the street. I was like, oh, God. And in my mindset, I hate being late. I hate being late for anything, especially work. Hate being late for work, doctor's appointment. I just don't like being late. I like to be on time or early. That's just who I am. So I'm driving to get to the building that I work at. And I'm parking. And all of a sudden, I start feeling woozy and crash into a building. Crashed into the building. Why? Because I didn't listen to my intuition. Why? Because I was hard up for some money. Why? I'm going to go work for somebody that don't like me and I don't even like them. And I didn't put myself first. So now I got to go to court and all of this crazy stuff because I did not listen to the real me in the inside. And don't do that, you guys. Don't go against your best self for a couple of dollars. Because I made what, $200 a day? That's not no real money. It's really not. $200 a day in this economy. You need to make like $200 an hour in this economy at least. At least $200 an hour. People getting excited for 30, 40, 50. No, we need 200. Rent went from what, $1,000 to $2,300 in a year? And you mean to tell me we don't need $200 an hour? $500 a day? $1,000 a day? For real, $20,000 a day? People is really making money out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm rushing to go make peanuts. Because when I did the math of how much money she made in a day, she made $2,000 in a day. And in 8 hours, she made $2,000. And I made $200. So what was that, 1%? Was that 1%? Was that 1%? It was 1% or 10%. It feel like 1%. but I think it's 10% of her money. Like, come on now. So I end up crashing out because I wasn't taking care of myself as good as I should have been, rushing to take care of somebody else's business instead of taking care of my own. So I put myself in a jam, but I'm gonna get out of that jam. And in another video, I'm gonna show you how to get out that jam. And then in another video, I'm gonna prove to you I got out the jam so you can do it yourself. But anyway, so I'm not driving right now. I'm not driving. So I was in a Lyft last night, and my Lyft driver, I don't know what people don't never think I'm from where I'm from. They never think that. They always think I'm from somewhere else all my life. I don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. So we got into like a deep conversation. He was like, what are you? And this and the third. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, what are you? Are you Christian? Are you, Buddhist? Like, what are you? And I said, I'm none of that. I don't put no labels on myself. I don't subscribe to what people subscribe to. And that's because of what my mom and my dad taught me. Like, I don't have to be what anybody want me to be but me. And I love that for myself because I'm a Scorpio. And if you know anything about Scorpio, we do not dance to any one tune but our own tune. You hear what I'm saying? So I don't subscribe to none of that. So I'm asking him, I'm like, so what do you subscribe to if that's how you looking at stuff? And he was like, I'm a Pan-African. And I did not mean to laugh, but I did. I did not mean to laugh. And I was like, are you a Pan-African? I said, you're a Pan-African. I said, is your family from here? He was like, yes. Look at my cat. He was like, yes. I said, have your grandparents are from here? Do you know if your great-great-grandparents are from here? And he was like, yeah, back in slavery. I said, I said, so your great-great-great-grandparents were slaves, huh? And he was like, yeah, I think so. I said, think so or you know so? I said, because don't talk to me about something you don't know. You understand what I'm saying? It's not the fact that I'm the type of person that's coming with facts. I don't need facts and books and all of that type of crap. I don't need it because things that I done learned from my family, and I just be knowing. And it's been like that all my life. I just be knowing because I don't subscribe to what people subscribe to. I don't put a label on who I am. You know what I'm saying? Even when I tried to go to church because I was looking for something that I thought I needed. And when I went, a lot of you know, I had the horrible time. I had the most horrible time. I don't think I ever went to church, even when people invited me to church with them. I never was like, I just never could get there. The feeling of community in the church was amazing. But I'm an empath. And I could feel real people and phony people and difficult people. So sometimes it's not sometimes, all the time, it's hard for me to be around people because I can pick up on your energy instantly. And a lot of people come off like they don't like me is because I ruffle feathers inside of them and they try to put it on me because I'm secure with who I am. I know who I am. I know where I'm from. I mean, say that for another video, you know what I'm saying? But we in there, we talking, and I'm letting him know that my family ain't never been no slaves. And it's not that I'm down with what's going on now. My uncles, my great uncles, I had old uncles that lived to be a very old age. And what I wanted to do was get to know, how was it when y'all was growing up? Every older family member house I went to, can I look at your picture book? And I'm looking at people pictures when gasoline was 10 cents. 10 cents. 12 cents. I'm looking at old photos from the 1800s. My family was living in enormous houses. Anything over 6 bedrooms is considered a mansion. My family was living in mansions with neighbors miles away, horses. They own shopping centers with with markets and auto repair shops and libraries and stores and shoe repair and what's that laundry thing name? Cleaners. This was back in the day. So when it came down to slavery, my family never dealt with that on either side, my mother's side or my father's side. So when it came down to Black History Month growing up, and this is what I'm telling my Lyft driver, when it came down to Black History Month, I would tell my truth. And then they would try to get me in trouble, like I'm lying for telling my truth. And the great thing about that is my parents had my back. So when I got in trouble for speaking my mind and telling my truth, stating at the time we were all called Indians, not Native American, Indians and Aboriginal people, I used to say this in elementary school and get in trouble because I was above the curriculum. I didn't stay on the curriculum because they was teaching slavery, but I never knew nothing about slavery because my grandparents, great grandparents, uncles, great uncles told me my history, and we were never slaves. We was always good. We was always well off. We had to deal with BS because of the people, but never dealt with that stuff. So as I'm telling him that, I'm telling him you need to do your own research on who you are. And he said to me, because the conversation went on for a while, because my mom lived far, so the ride had to been at least like 40 minutes from my house to my mom's house. I'm giving him all of this facts and truth, and you know what he said to me? You need to be teaching this stuff. Why you not teaching? And I told him why I wasn't teaching, because somebody made a threat to me at a party and told me don't get off. I just was like, don't get off for waking you guys up, for telling you who you really are. That's what you say to me, instead of well, how did you learn, or this, that, and the third, and or just wanting to answer any more questions. It was don't get off. I just was like, you know what? If this is how people feel, this is how people take it, I'm good. But all my life, people have been telling me to teach. Even when I started doing hair, people wanted me to teach them how to do hair. Even when I was making clothes, people wanted me to make their clothes and show them how to make clothes and show them how to sew. And then when I went to dental school, my teacher came up to me, and I should have took her up on that offer, but for some reason I just kept shrinking myself. And that's crazy because I don't feel like I have a big personality. My outer being look like I have a big personality, but inside of me, I'm quite quiet because I just want to learn and learn and learn and learn. And you have to listen to learn. You have to be a little bit astute to learn, so, but my outer me look like I'm like, yeah, no, and I'm not. But I do get like that when I have to teach. And it's been calling me. It's been calling me. And the only way I can teach is to tell you guys who I am and the things that I deal with. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you had to learn who was Solomon in the Bible. You had to read to learn about this person, and each person give lessons. And I feel as though I have some of that inside of me, because that's what the Bible was. The Bible was stories and allegories, depending on how you take it. Each person should write their own story, because it's a lesson in everything. It is a lesson in everything. And I just want to share some of mine, where I went wrong at, where I thrived at, and how can I help you? Because I was blessed as a gift for people, because I can see, that's going to be another video too, but I can see what people could be doing. Like I can see like the perfect job for you, or career for you, or person for you, or business for you. You know, I just had that gift ever since I was little. I done help people make I'm a godmother to about 10 kids because I done help them make these kids. You understand what I'm saying? So it's time. Oh, we all have gifts. We all have gifts. It's just that everybody think everybody gonna be flying around and shooting electricity out their body. That's not gonna be for everybody. Now, I'm not saying that's not for some people, because it is. But people have different gifts. Some of them might be small. Matter of fact, ain't none of them small. Come and think about it. Ain't none of them small. Like, ain't no gift that you've been gifted, granted, or given small. And I mean that because all my life I could smell the seasons. That's just one. You're not just blessed with one gift. You be blessed with a lot, but you just don't understand them. You understand what I'm saying? You overstand what I'm saying? Or do you understand what I'm saying? You're blessed, and I hate the word blessing, but a lot of people connect with that word. But you're gifted with a lot of things, but you really have to unlock them. And that's what I'm going to be here talking about with you guys. But I just really want to introduce myself, let you know what's really going on, and the things that I'm going to bring to this channel. You know, so stay tuned, you guys. I have a lot for you, but just a quick introduction. And if you guys have any topics, any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button and come over here and chill with your girl. Get to learn. Well, I strike that because I'm not no girl, and I hate when people call me a girl. Come and get some understanding over here.